coming, yes, they're back. Yeah, we walking with a body bag full of cash. Cut from a different brand, we raise it like a flag. Unapologetic. We gon' keep running it back, running it back, running it back. It won't stop. Running it back, running it back. And that's we gon' keep running it back, running it back, running it back. Running it back, running it back, running it back. Hey, 10 toes, I'ma never miss. Boy, I'm locked in. Never take a loss in the sport, boy, I'm top 10. Giving work all around the clock. I know they watching. Got it out of the mud. Ain't had no options. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and change my style up. Got that touch like Midas. Back then they wouldn't invite us. Switched up, now they wanna be like us. And now they dealing with identity crisis. I know, I ain't sorry, get a pity party. You could probably get it from your mama now. But if you pull up on me, you gon' see a body. Cause I'm not the one you want a problem with. 10 toes down. If I stumble, watch me stand up. When it goes down, get the doo-doo, tell your man's dog. You can blame it on your homies, got you hyped up. Whoa. Everybody trippy, yeah, we coming, yes, they're back. Yeah, we walking with a body bag full of cash. Cut from a different brand, we raise it like a flag. Unapologetic. We gon' keep running it back, running it back, running it back. It won't stop. Running it back, running it.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live from Shelby, Ohio at Shelby High School at the Whippet Athletic Conference. We've got some action between Oak Harbor and Wynford of the Cyrus, leg 2 of this doubleheader here on the OH Report. We've got the pregame show coming next.
It's just not right.
Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, coming to you live with the Jones Digital Printer Print Center pregame show. First up, we're going to take a look at the Wynford Royals and their team spotlight. For the Royals, they're batting .355 as a team with a .463 team on base percentage. That's absolutely unbelievable. 92 stolen bases. They've been aggressive when they've gotten on base, and 178 team RBIs, so using those runners in scoring position to their advantage. As a team, they're pitching .215 as a team ERA with a 1.29 whip. 123 strikeouts and only a .216 opponent batting average. Next, we're going to look at the player spotlight for Wynford. We're taking a look at Grant McGuire. Grant McGuire batting an unbelievable .543 on the season with a .633 on-base percentage, 5 home runs, and he's a team leader with 32 RBIs. Let's look at Wynford's keys to victory. For Wynford, it's going to be first and foremost overwhelm offensively. We've seen it in their stats, but once you get on base, try and take as many bases as you can. The aggression is going to pay off for you, but on the defensive end, there is no room for errors. As you get further and further into this tournament, the level and talent is going to get much, much higher. You can't have those errors in your defensive roster. Now we're going to look at the team spotlight for Oak Harbor. The Rockets this season, they're 18-5, 8-3 on the conference, batting a .305 as a team with a .424 team on base percentage, 45 stolen bases, so half of what Wynford has. 140 runs as a team scored. Pitching, they're pitching a .215 team ERA, a 1.29 whip with 123 strikeouts. Now we're going to take a look at the player spotlight for Wynford. We're taking a look at Mike Lalonda. He's batting .411 and has an on-base percentage up near 500 at .493 with 27 runs and 21 RBIs. He's leading this team. He has a 1.51 ERA on the pitcher's mound. Our keys to victory for Oak Harbor, it's going to be middle order must step up. You've got hitters on both ends, but the middle has to extend those hits further and further and get those runners on base in tactical dominance. So this is going to bring up Kanan Allen up to bat first for the Royals. That one is fouled off, so it'll be 0-2 the count. It's Mike Lalonde on the mound. We featured him in our player spotlight. This ball is hit on the ground of the second baseman, collects it and delivers it over to first for the first out of this ball game.
Number 2, Caden Blair.
Now Caden Blair up to bat after that ground out. Caden, the right fielder, batting .387 this season. This one's low for a ball. So Lalonde delivers another ball. Interestingly, with nobody on, he's pitching out of the stretch, likely his natural movement. And if we get a runner on, we'll see how that affects how he approaches these batters. This one is swung on and fouled off. The umpire off of his chest. He's taking a breath there. The umpire having a discussion about something with the pitcher. But all the same, we'll reconvene and play some baseball. So Blair with that OBP up at the 548 mark. That one's outside for a ball. So sets and delivers. This one's low, so the count is full at 3-2. So Lalonde shakes one off, but delivers a 2-strike pitch. That one swung on and missed. A strikeout for the second AB of this ball game. Spencer Miller with his crack at it now. Miller will dig in, the pitcher, as a 3-hitter. He's batting .427 on the year. This one is hit over the pitcher's head on a bounce. He's able to collect it and flip it over to first for the 3rd out of this inning. So they're going to go 1-2-3 as the Oak Harbor Rockets are going to have their chance to bat this 0-0 ball game.
Get on the right track with me, Hayden Gray, as I pass you the baton for local track and field meets, results, impact teams, athlete profiles, and more every Thursday this spring.
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, coming back to you live from bottom of 1. We're here in Shelby, Ohio at Shelby High School at the Whippet Athletic Complex. Oak Harbor versus Wynford here. Oak Harbor, the better seeded team, so they are the home team as we enter the bottom of the first. We have Cooper Schultz, Mike Lalonde, and Braden Butson. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Scott Construction Services. With more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information. 419-989-7240. Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose. Food that matters for life's moments. So that pitch is taken for a strike. Swung on and missed. That one's a ball low. Cooper Schultz up to bat. Schultz with a .232 average, but a .419 on base percentage. So is able to get on base with his opportunities. This one's low. So 3-1 now. Now the 3-1 to Schultz is hit out in front, left-handed hitter off to that first base side, but foul. Will have a full count. So a full count first hitter. This one's hit over the second baseman's head into that shallow gap. So we will have a leadoff base hit for Cooper Schultz. Mike Lalonde up to bat now. Our player spotlight batting .411 on the season, .493 on base percentage, and OPS up and over 1. The only player on this team with a home run to their name and a throw down to first, not in time. Runner reaches back with the dive. Getting a look at some of those sliding sleeves that are becoming so popular. Runners on the moves, pitch is called ball. The throw down to second is, ball slips out of the glove of the shortstop, so he's going to advance on a stolen base to second. And Schultz, that's his 11th stolen base of the season. This one is low and outside for a ball. So 2-0 is our count. Runner quickly in scoring position. The 2-0. It's in the dirt and past the catcher, so runner's going to be on the move. Catcher fields it, but the runner is now at third base with no outs. A 3-0 count. So that one was in the dirt. And now Lalonde has a real opportunity to put his team ahead early in this ball game. But that one is down the middle for a strike, likely told to hold up there. So 3-1. We'll see if he's firing away on this one. Miller's 3-1. This one's hit in the gap, but the shortstop collects it. He's going to throw it over to first, but the run will score. So in the bottom of the first here, Oak Harbor is going to take the lead over the Wynford Royals 1-0. So this is Braden Butson. He hits this one on a loop to the third baseman who collects it. A throw in the dirt, that gets by the first baseman, so the runner is going to make his way over to second base on the throwing error. So the runner will end up at second.
Number 0, Hayden Craig.
Now Hayden Craig coming up to bat, the right fielder. Now the first pitch to Craig from Miller is hit softly on the ground to the third base coach, foul. So 0-1 count, 1 out, runner on second. This one again hit foul to the same spot, 0-2. Sacrifice fly or any sort of ground ball will potentially move that runner over to third with 2 outs. That one a breaking pitch. He does a good job of holding up on it, but hits it foul. So we'll have another 0-2 pitch. Now the 0-2 again. This one is also hit high, but in play, but drifts foul. So again, another 0-2 count. So Miller checks the runner. Another 0-2 kicks and deals. This one's hit hard to center field. It's going to bounce once the center fielder. They're sending the runner from second. Center fielder has trouble as it gets under him. Run's going to score all the way from second as we have an RBI base hit from Hayden Craig. Now Keegan Witt up to bat. looking to push this lead even further as there is only one out in the bottom half of this first inning, and 2 runs have came in. A pickoff move to first, not in time. A very, very close play, but the runner able to get back with the dive. Runner gets his lead again, throws over, but not in time. These are very, very close plays over at first. And he hops right back and jumps right back to that lead. Kicks and deals the 0-0. And it hits the batter on the inside part of the jersey, so he's going to make his way over to first base. And we have runners on first and second as Carson Lashti comes up. So runners take their lead. This one a check swing. No, he doesn't, says the umpires. The pitch is low, 1-0. Nobody holding those runners on. This one hit on the ground to the shortstop. The throw over to second. The try at the double play, but he's safe at first. So it'll be a fielder's choice that moves the runner from second over to third. We'll have runners on the corners. Now Carter Lashti up to bat. These runners begin to lead. Miller still out of the stretch, throws that one. It's fouled off, 0-1. With 2 outs, getting closer and closer to getting themselves out of this inning. It hasn't been an ideal start to this ball game, but all the same, they are not out of this game by any stretch of the imagination. The 0-1 is high. So with 2 outs, we've got a payoff pitch. Runners on the move, swung on and missed for strike 3 and out number 3 of the inning. So Oak Harbor is quickly going to pick up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. They're leading this one 2-0 over the Wynford Royals.
It's just not right.
Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No, no, no. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, yes, yes! Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells?
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlem.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to John.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, joining you for top of 2 now. Oak Harbor quickly taking the lead over the Wynford Royals with a couple of quick runs. McGuire joining in for a 1-2 count now after that foul ball. Grant McGuire up to bat, the third baseman, having an unbelievable season so far, batting a .543 with a .663 on-base percentage, 32 RBIs. This pitch is in for a called ball. So 3-1 our count. This one is fouled off, 3-2. And Mike Lalonde making quick work out of his first 3 batters in the first inning, but this one is hit high and hard into left center field. The center fielder tracking it, and he will make the catch. So the first out of this inning is a well-hit ball to center field, but caught. This is going to bring up Dylan Robinson, the shortstop. Dylan batting .341 across 85 at-bats. Robinson takes that first pitch for a strike, 1 out in the inning. Third baseman playing in this pitch on the outside part of the plate. Slow to call the strike, but strike all the same. 0-2. Now the payoff pitch is hit hard on the ground on the third base line, but just fouled by about a foot or so of another 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch to Robinson is swung on and missed for strike 3. The second strikeout for Lalonde on the evening. Now Sam Colleen coming up to bat, second baseman. Batting a healthy .304 on the season. This one is fouled off behind, strike 1. Colleen with 18 RBIs and 3 doubles on the season. Now the 0-1. It's right down the middle for a strike. So now an 0-2 count. Lalonde doing a good job of picking up these counts early. The payoff is hit out in front, softly hit to the shortstop. He picks it up, throws it over to first, gets the runner by a step. So another 1-2-3 inning for Mike Lalonde as the Rockets are still leading this one as they go up to bat 2-0 over the Wynford Royals.
I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live for some bottom of 2 action now as Oak Harbor is leading the Wynford Royals 2-0. That pitch is low for a called ball. This is Tim Marquette, the third baseman. Second pitch to Marquette is in for a called strike, all even at 1. Marquette batting .227 on the season, that on-base percentage up near 3. This one swung right through and missed. A 1-2 count. So this one's low for a ball, all even at 2. Now this one is hit hard to right center field. It is going to find the gap, as this could potentially be extra bases. Center fielder running for it, has trouble with it again, throws it down to second. And so this is going to be a leadoff double for Tim Marquette, batting out of the 8th spot.
Number 12, Braden Meyerholtz.
Braden Meyerholtz coming up to bat now, the shortstop. Meyerholtz batting .302 and a .466 on base percentage, contending for best on the team, batting out of the 9th spot. So this first pitch is hit to the shortstop on the ground softly. Runner's going to move to third. They're going to get the out at first by a half step. So with 1 out, this is going to bring up the top of the order, Cooper Schultz, who had a leadoff single last inning. Later stole a base and came around to score. This one is hit out in front to the second baseman. It's going to get by the second baseman, so the runner from third is going to score, as Oak Harbor is extending this lead to 3 now with 1 out. So Miller will take a breath, a quick pickoff move over to first. Nothing doing, Holtz is safe. Meyerholtz takes his lead. The first pitch is in for a ball. Now that runner extending that lead, another throw over, probably a smart one, not in time. So the left-handed batter strides in. That threatens that big gap between first and second where the ball was hit on the last play. Cooper a bit behind this one. We're all even at 1. Now our 1-1 is outside, 2-1. Now the 2-1 is outside, 3-1. So we'll see in this hitter's count. The runner will be on the move, as Meyerholtz has been threatening this whole at-bat. The 3-1 is popped up, foul. So now we have a full count on our hands. With 1 out. Probably looking for something low in the zone to try and force that double play ball. Another throw down to first. It's not in time. So our 3-2 count, a healthy lead over there at first. Runner's on the move. This one's hit directly to the first baseman. They're going to get the play over at first, but no throw down to second base.
Up next, number 16, Braden Bateen.
So a fielder's choice is going to move the runner over to second base. Braden Bateen up to bat now. That one's high for a ball. So now with 2 outs, a runner over on second gets his lead. Now called strike, 1-2 the count. Now the pitch is high. Now a 2-2 count. 2 outs. This one is hitting the gap in between first and second. And so Braden Bootson is going to have himself an RBI base hit.
Next to the plate for the Rockets, number 0, Hayden Craig.
So Oak Harbor again extending this lead, this time to 4 as they're leading the Wynford Royals 4-0. Hayden Craig coming up to bat. He had that RBI base hit. This one's hit high in the infield. Second baseman running in on it. So is the right fielder. Second baseman is going to range it in, get the third out of this inning, but 2 innings and 4 runs total.
Get on the right track with me, Hayden Gray, as I pass you the baton for local track and field meets, results, impact teams, athlete profiles, and more every Thursday this spring.
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live for top of 3 action now. Drew Johnson up to bat as he looks at the first pitch for a called strike. Drew Johnson, the first baseman. Johnson batting at .273. This one's hit to the shortstop who collects it low and throws it over to first. Whips it for the first out of this inning.
Next to the plate, number 9, Brett Krall.
Brett Krall coming up to bat now. The Royals still looking for this first hit of this ball game. Got 1, 2, 3 in the previous 2 innings. Krall batting .225 on the season as that first pitch is in for a strike. Now the 0-1. It's a ball. Mike Lalonde still on the mound. This one's hit to the second baseman who fields it cleanly and throws it quickly over to first base, and they'll get the runner by about 5 steps or so. Out number 2.
Wes Pringer.
Wes Pringer up to bat, the 9-hitter, so we'll see the top of the order next inning. Batting .292 across 72 at-bats. 2 outs, he'll look to get something started. This one's fouled off. He's a bit behind that one. Now, an 0-1 count. As Lalonde sets, kicks, and deals, this one is hit high. Shortstop collects it, throws it over to first. So that'll be the third out of this inning. First and second, now third innings are all 1, 2, 3 as Oak Harbor is leading this one 4-0 over Wynford.
It's just not right.
Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No, no, no. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, yes, yes! Yes, that's it, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live for bottom of 3 now. So I don't want to jinx it, but somewhat of a no-hitter alert. Michael Lund has pitched 1, 2, 3 innings in all 3. We're entering bottom 3 now.
Oak Harbor Rockets, number 11, Keegan Witt.
Keegan Witt coming up to bat. He was hit by a pitch his first time up, the left fielder. So a delivery. There's been a change in pitcher for the Royals. Sam Colleen is up on the mound. So that first pitch is in for a ball. That one swung on, I believe fouled off, so we'll be all even at 1 now. So the Rockets able to put up 2 runs in each of the innings they've batted so far. They'll look to see if they can add even more. But the change in pitcher for the Royals, trying to prevent that so they can get back into this ball game. But this one's low. We're seeing a 3-1 count now. So Colleen out of the windup, the 3-1. It's a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Count is full. With a full count. This one's hit to the first baseman on the ground. He's going to take it himself to first. A close play. Colleen a bit slow to get off the mound to cover, but first baseman's going to cover it for the unassisted ground out. Carson Lashti up to bat. Carson reached on a fielder's choice earlier in the game. With 1 out, he's going to look at a first pitch ball. This one a check swing They appeal down to first. Umpire says no, he did not, so 2-0 the count. And our 2-0 is hit hard up the middle to the right center gap. It's going to be a base hit.
Up next, number 2, Carter Lighty.
Carter Lighty up to bat now after that base hit. Lighty struck out earlier in the game. Playing over there at first base. His first pitch to him is low for a ball. With one out, the middle infielders are playing at double play depth. They look to get these quick outs. And a throw over to first. That was a pretty large lead over there, but he's able to get back with the dive. That lead extending further and further, creeping. That one's high, 2-0. We'll see for the first time how this runner affects Colleen as he's coming out of the stretch. Kicks and deals that big secondary lead. So now we're at 3-0. With a 3-0 count out of the stretch. Ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk is going to move the Lighties into first and second position. Now Tim Marquette coming up to bat. He had a big double in the second inning to lead off that second inning where they later came around to score. So first pitch is in for a strike. So after a walk in the base hit, we're approaching jam situation. This one is hit hard and high to the right field side. Right fielder tracking it, but ends up collecting it. Runner's going to tag from second, and there will be no throw. So runners on the corners. As a sacrifice fly works with 2 outs. Braden Meyerholtz will have his opportunity. Grounded out earlier in this game. So the middle infielders returning to original depth. Third baseman playing well behind those lines. That first pitch is looked at for a ball. First baseman holding the runner on over there at first. So Colleen's 1-0 is in for a strike that's looked at. We're all leaving at 1. So some signs being conveyed over there from the first base coach. This one swung on and missed. Perhaps fooled a bit by that pitch. He'll fall behind 1-2 in the count. So Meyerholtz with 1-2 count. Colleen's payoff. Runners on the move. Pitch is a called ball. And the runner will end up at second on the catcher's indifference. So we'll have a 2-2 count. With 2 runners in scoring position. It's not a position you want to lose as a hitter. But Colleen looking to limit any damage done by the hit and the walk. But he otherwise pushes the count to full. Threatening to walk the bases full now. Colleen takes a breath, ignoring those runners. Kicks and deals, and he's out in front, swung on and missed for strike 3. So that's going to be out number 3. Oak Harbor's leading this one over Wynford 4-0 going into top of 4.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live for top of 4 action. Oak Harbor leading this one over Wynford Royals 4-0. That one a called ball. So Mike Lalonde is pitching excellently on this mound. He's retired all 9 of the batters he's faced at this point. This one hit to second base hard. Kanan Allen, speedy runner, but thrown over to first, gets the first out of this inning.
Up next, number 2, Caden Blair.
Caden Blair coming up to bat. He struck out his first time up. So with 1 out, the first pitch to Blair is looked at for a ball. The 1-0. It's also looked at for a ball, 2-0. Out of the stretch, kicks and deals. That one looked at for a strike, 2-1, still very much the hitter's count. Seeing if we can get the first hit of this ball game for the Royals. That one, a breaking pitch, a good one looked at for strike 2. So after going down 2-0, Lalonde attempting to get this batter with the third strike. That one swung on and missed in the dirt. It's going to be a drop third strike. The throw down to first gets him. So that's Lalonde's third strikeout so far. Spencer Miller, the 3-hitter coming up to bat. He started this game at pitcher. With 2 outs, he's looking to get something going to avoid that loss on his record. This one outside for a ball. This one low for a ball again, 2-0. Miller grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. The 2-0 is hit into center field, and we will have the first hit for the Wynford Royals as Spencer Miller hits that one into shallow center field. So they will avoid the no-hitter. Grant McGuire coming up to bat. He was our player spotlight. That lead getting bigger and bigger over at first base. First baseman holding him on. The throw down to first is not in time. So no pitches yet to McGuire. That one's in the dirt and past the catcher, so the runner's going to advance over to second base on the pass ball. Now with 2 outs, Mike Lalonde looks to escape with an unblemished record on this game. But first, this one will be hit back foul. We're all even at 1. So McGuire striding in with this 1-1 count. A runner in scoring position. He's going to foul another one off. 1-2. So McGuire, the 4-hitter. That's exactly what he was put on the roster to do. This ball is hit hard and high to left field. Left fielder getting under it. He will track it and collect it for the 3rd out of the inning. So no damage done, but the first hit of the ball game for the Wynford Royals as Oak Harbor's leading this one 4-0 going into bottom of 4.
Get on the right track with me, Hayden Gray, as I pass you the baton for local track and field meets, results, impact teams, athlete profiles, and more every Thursday this spring.
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live now for bottom of 4 as Oak Harbor is leading this one over the Wynford Royals 4-0. Wynford picking up their first hit of the ball game, but otherwise struggling to get runners on base.
Leading off this inning for the Rockets, number 14, Cooper Schultz.
Cooper Schultz striding up to bat now. The center fielder, he's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 hits and an RBI. He looks at the first one for a ball. Colleen still on the mound for the Royals. This pitch is looked at for a strike. We're all even at 1. 1-1 is hit hard on the ground to the second baseman who has some trouble with it. Quick to get up and collect and throw it to first. Gets the runner by about half a step for the first out of the bottom half of this 4th inning. It's going to bring up
next, number 7, Michael Lalonde.
Mike Lalonde to bat. 0 for 2 officially, but has recorded an RBI as he looks at a first pitch strike. Now the 0-1 is hit high. Center fielder pushing in on it, so is the second baseman. Center fielder tries to call off the second baseman, but it's going to drop between them. Shortstop is going to collect it, but the hitter is advancing all the way to second on that drop ball. So a tough play. Somehow a double for Mike Lalonde. This is going to bring up Braden Butson. An RBI single earlier in the game. As that one's at eye level for a first pitch ball. Now the 1-0 from Colleen. It's actually going to be a pickoff move over to second, a spinning one, but runner able to get back with a dive. The 1-0 is high for a ball. So Hayden Craig in the on-deck circle. That one swung on and missed for strike one. The 2-1, runner's on the move. Pitch is swung on and missed, but the runner's going to reach third base safely on the stolen base. So 2-2 our count. A jerky, hasty movement on the steal over to third. So we'll see a 2-2, the payoff pitch. This one is hit on the ground right up the middle. Colleen barely dodges it, but it's going to score a run.
Up next, number 0, Hayden.
So Braden Bootson with the RBI base hit up the middle, pushing this lead to 5 now. It's going to bring up Hayden Craig. Craig is 1 for 2 on the day, with a single and an RBI. Lead over at first as that lead extends further and further. A pickoff move over to first, not in time. Runner able to get back with a dive. So 1 out now. Middle infielders playing at that double play depth. This pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. We'll see if we see that runner in motion on this at bat. The pitch is swung on and missed. So we're all even at 1. Craig digging in. Colleen out of the stretch, checks the runner. Kicks and deals the 1-1. That one is a called strike. So again, checking that runner over there. Kind of a back and forth motion. This one is hit softly in the gap between the first and second baseman. Second baseman fields the ball, turns around, tries to throw the ball to first base, but sees that the first baseman is not covering. So that's going to be a base hit for Hayden Craig. So we have runners on first and second with Keegan Witt up to bat. He was hit by a pitch and later grounded out to the first baseman. This pitch is a called ball. Colleen sets. That one's at eye level, 2-0. So the 2-0, runners on first and second, is looked at for another ball, 3-0. It's threatening to walk the bases full. The 3-0 is outside for ball 4, so Colleen is going to walk the runner, and bases will be loaded. Carson Lighty up to bat. He had a single in the last inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the first. And so a ground ball, just foul. So an out at any position, but they're going to need 2 of them to get out of this. Virtually anything hit, whether in the air or on the ground, is going to score the runner unless they come home with it. Someone's in the dirt and outside. Runner's going to hold up at third on the potential pass ball. So we're all even at 1 out, bases loaded. Oak Harbor leading this one 5-0. This pitch outside. We're 2-1 now. So we're going to have a brief meeting at the pitcher's mound, as this is a big situation, a big jam to be in. Coach wants to make sure that his team and his pitcher are in the state of mind to take this on, telling them to take a breath, allow the game to come to them, and find the strike zone. So unfortunately falling behind in this count. The hitter is looking for a strike. We'll see what he can do with it. Now a 2-1 pitch, 1 out, bases loaded. Colleen out of the stretch. Kicks and deals. This one is hit in the air. Second baseman getting under it. Infield fly rule is in effect. So regardless, that's going to be the second out of this inning.
Up next, number 2, Carter Lighty.
And now Carter Lighty up to bat. He struck out in the first and later walked in the third inning. I'm going to call strike on the upper part of the zone. 2 outs for the Royals. They look to limit the damage inflicted to just 1. I want to call ball. Be sure to join us for the middle of the 5th as we bring you the 5th inning stretch. Brought to you by the Jones Digital Print Center. We'll recap the game and talk about some of the hits and defensive plays that have been made so far. Now the 2-1 is outside for a ball, 3-1. The last thing they want to do is walk a run in. 3-1 the count. That one swung on and missed. But the count is now full. And so we will likely see the runners on the move with the full count and 2 outs. And indeed we do. Runners on the move, as that one's called ball 4. So they are going to walk the run in home. Oak Harbor is now leading 6-0 over the Wynford Royals. It's going to bring up Tim Marquette. He had a big double earlier in the second inning, looking to replicate it now with plenty of runners on base. He wanted that one, but that one fouled off behind the backstop, strike one. So Marquette stands at the plate representing the run rule. As he looks at this one, we're all even at 1. The run rule in OHSAA is 10 runs after 5. Now the 1-1 is high, 2-1. It seems like these hitters on Oak Harbor are really doubling down on the Royals losing their way in these counts, not seeming as aggressive, not necessarily wanting to hit the ball as much. So he looks at that one for strike 2. We're all even at 2. Now a big pitch, 2-2, 2 outs. This one fouled off. So Marquette just barely staying in this. We're taking a brief pause as the umpire strides back to home plate. So we'll again play some baseball. Bases loaded, 2-2 count, 2 outs. This one is in the dirt, so we have a full count on our hands. We will likely see all 3 of these runners in motion. The second pitcher lifts his foot. And huge leads. Runners on the move, 3-2 count, and looked at for strike 3. So they will add 2, but the strike 3 limits bases loaded. Oak Harbor leading this one 6-0 over Wynford Royals.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live for top of 5 action here. Wynford Royals up to bat. They're trailing in this one 6-0 behind the Oak Harbor Rockets. The second pitch into Robinson is fouled off for strike 2. The 0-2 is swung on, foul. Lalonde still on the mound, pitching a stellar game so far. Only one hit. This one swung on and missed. The drop third strike. Throw down to first. Gets him for the first out of the inning.
For the Royals, number 5, Sam Colleen.
Sam Colleen up to bat. He's been pitching these last few innings for the Royals. We've got the 5th inning stretch coming up. Free. Commercial free thanks to Jones Digital Print Center. We looking through this game, doing a recap, some defensive plays and hits. That one's in for a strike. That one's high for a ball. So the 1-1 is swung right through and missed. Strike 2 to Sam Colleen. Lalonde been pitching out of the stretch all game long. This one hit out in front to the shortstop on the ground softly. The throw over to first gets him. Their second out of this inning. 6-3 ground out.
Johnson.
So Drew Johnson up to bat. First baseman grounded out earlier in this game. His first pitch is looked at for a strike. Now Lalonde shakes a couple off. Shook off a pitch and a location. This one hit on the ground up the middle. Second baseman moving to his right, collects it in a quick throw over to first. Gets the third out of the inning. We are staying here for the Jones Digital Print Center 5th inning stretch. Jones Digital Print Center bringing you this commercial free. Oak Harbor leading in this game 6-0. First inning they had 2 hits, a walk, and a couple of runs. And then the second, they had 3 hits, 2 runs, and 1 left on base. Third inning, they had a hit, a walk. And in the 4th inning, they had several hits, including adding 2 more onto their lead. Wynford with only 1 hit so far in this ball game. That was Caden Blair in the Spencer Miller in the 4th inning with the single. And a beautiful complex here in Shelby at the Whippet Athletic Complex. We have the combination of the turf infield and the natural grass outfield. We've seen that coming into play a couple of times so far in this tournament, not to mention this beautiful press box. This is by far one of the most beautiful high school press boxes I've ever been in. The complex very well taken care of. Yes, only 1 hit in the ball game so far for Wynford. It was a hit into center field, but all the same, Lalonde pitching out of his mind so far. So Braden Meyerholtz will come up to bat. 9-1-2 in the order. He swings out in front. That one fouled off behind. So out of the windup, The 0-1 is low. 1-1 the count. Now Colleen's pitch is behind the catcher at pass ball 2-1. So Meyerholtz ahead in the count. Looks at ball 3. This one is hit hard on the ground of the shortstop, moving to his right, stops his momentum, throws it over to first, but the umpire in the field says the first baseman pulled his foot, so that'll be an infield hit. Likely would have been a close play anyway. So, top the order up, Cooper Schultz. 2 for 3 with an RBI so far on the day. So runner on first gets his sliding mid all set up. Now a big lead over at first. Showing bunt. This one hit down the third base line. Foul, strike 1. Now Colleen out of the stretch, a runner on first. The 0-1 is high and inside, 1-1. With nobody out, the middle infielder's at double play depth. A pickoff move over to first, not in time. Runner able to get back easily with the dive. 1-1 is high, 2-1. Colleen out of the stretch, checks the runner, takes a breath, kicks and deals. That one's also high. 3-1 the count. So a difficult spot, potentially walking that runner into scoring position. This one's high, ball 4. It gets past the catcher. Runner playing heads up. No opportunity to advance. We'll have a runner on first and second with no outs. The infield fly rule now in effect with no outs and a runner on first and second base. So after the walk, it's going to bring up Mike Lalonde, who had a double, shows bunt, gets the bunt down directly back to the pitcher, throws it over to first, gets Lalonde by a quarter step, a close play, but indeed out for out number 1. And the sacrifice bunt is going to work as planned as they move both runners into scoring position. So Butson looks at a first pitch strike. With 1 out, no longer the double play ball possible. They've got to go after these hitters one at a time. This one hit in the gap between second and third. That's going to score 1 run. Left fielder just now collecting. It's going to score 2 runs. And so that's going to be a 2 RBI base hit for Braden Boots, and he's 3 for 4 on the day with 4 RBIs. Now Hayden Craig up to bat. Hitting 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI of his own as he looks at a first pitch strike. So Colleen will take his time and catch his breath. He shakes one off. Likes this one. Lead over at first. Out of the stretch. Kicks and deals. This one hit to the first baseman. And a flip over to the pitcher. A dive at first. But will get him, and that's going to run the move the runner over to second base.
Up next, number 11, Keegan Witt.
Keegan Witt up to bat now. So runner on second. The first pitch is in the dirt. Catcher doing a good job of staying in front of that one. And Witt reached on a walk and was hit by a pitch. 0 for 1 officially today. This one's hit back foul. Oak Harbor leading this one 8-0 over Wynford. The run rule is at the plate. This one again is low and in the dirt. Catcher blocks it. So Colleen out of the stretch. Again, kicks and deals. Looks at a strike. We're all even at 2. So potentially hope in sight in this at-bat. 2 outs, the payoff pitch. This one is hit. They're not going to get out of the inning to center field in the gap, so runner's going to attempt to score from second. Looks like he tripped up a little bit and was hobbling a little bit, but he's doing okay now. Saw that celebration with that big jump. He's definitely okay. So that's going to be an RBI base hit for Keegan Witt. So Carson Leidy up to bat. Leidy's 1 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice, and then succumbed to the infield fly rule. Otherwise had a base hit. This one's fouled back. Nicks the umpire. He'll likely take a second. I will tell you, the only time I have seen stars in my life is taking a foul ball off the mask as a catcher. I think that's really underestimated how some catchers can just get up and deal with it, and even some of these umpires, they just get up and deal with it, but it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot of your focus out of you, and he'll take a breath and recover, and he's smiling. He's okay. So Colleen will return to the mound as we get ready to play again. Now the 0-1 is looked at for a ball. Now the 1-1 to Leidy is hit hard. Shortstop with the diving play, but he's just going to eat it as that's going to be an infield hit. Not much he could do there. So he was very much moving away from his body. And so now the winning run, the run rule, is in scoring position over on second base. Carter Leidy up to bat. 0 for 1 officially with the strikeout, but otherwise has 2 walks and back-to-back at-bats. Looks at the first pitch for a ball. The scoreboard has officially gone down here at the Whippet Athletic Complex. This one is a called strike. So we're 1-1 with 2 outs. Is swung on and missed for strike 2. Carter Lady looking to put the final nail in the coffin. A hit to the gap will score that run from second base. Extend this lead to 10 in the bottom of 5. This one swung on and missed for strike 3, so Oak Harbor leading by 9, not able to accomplish that run rule. We're going to top of 6, leading this one over Wynford. You're watching high school baseball live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live now for top of 6. Brett Krall up to bat for the Royals. They're trailing in this one by 9. They have just 2 more opportunities on offense to get themselves back into this game. But first off, we'll look at a first pitch ball. Next one swung on and missed. We're all even at 1. The 1-1 is low and past the catcher. 2-1. The 2-1 swung on and missed. Krall way out in front on that breaking pitch. All even at 2. And Lalonde having an unbelievable game pitching so far, only giving up 1 hit. This count is worked to full. So this one's hit high, out of play, foul. We'll have another 3-2. Now another full count is low, ball 4. That's the first walk of this ball game for Lalonde.
Wes Springer.
We'll have a pinch runner over at first base.
Pinch runner, number 32, Hunter Routson, I'm sorry. I apologize. Psych. Number 3, Colin Holzmeyer.
So with a runner on first after that walk, that's going to bring up Wes Pringer. We've got a lone fan over there in right field trying to catch themselves a souvenir. Or maybe they're trying to talk with the cows back there at the agricultural building. This one is hit back to the pitcher. He's going to turn immediately to second. Shortstop flips it over to first, so a quick double play after the walk. It's going to get Wes Pringer in 2 outs. So a rare 1-6-3 double play. Kanan Allen up to bat, very speedy, but 0 for 2 on the day so far with 2 ground outs to the second baseman. First pitch is in for a strike. The 0-1 is outside for a ball. Momentum takes the catcher with it. And we're all even at 1. This one is hit out in front on the ground of the third baseman, collects it, throws it over to first. First baseman having trouble with that one as that ball is in the dirt. It's likely will be ruled an error. Likely an E5 on the throwing error. Caden Blair up to bat. Blair is 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. So lead over at first. This one is hit foul off the first base side. Allen with that lead over at first. He's almost 30 stolen bases this year. The throw down to first. No tag applied. Runner back with the dive. Another throw over. Again, not in time. So Lalonde checks the runner, kicks and deals. I want a called strike. 0-2 the count. So a big payoff pitch to get them out of this inning. That one outside, nothing doing. 1-2. Now the 1-2 is hit up the middle, bounces high off the mound. Third baseman collects it. The throw over to first is not in time. Nobody's covering third. Runner on second realizes it after the pitcher does. So we'll have a runner on first and second.
Up next, number 10, Spencer Miller.
So a very unfortunate hit. But the Royals finally have something going in the right direction as they have a runner on first and second. Spencer Miller comes up to bat, their 3-hitter. First pitch in for a strike. The 0-1 to Miller is a ball, 1-1. So the 1-1 is hit out in front. Third baseman collects it off the ground and immediately takes it over to third for the third out of this inning. Oak Harbor leading this one over Wynford 9-0.
Get on the right track with me, Hayden Gray, as I pass you the baton For local track and field meets, results, impact teams, athlete profiles, and more every Thursday this spring.
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming back to you live now for bottom of 6. Oak Harbor looking to put the final nail in the coffin with the run rule with their chances at bat. They just need one more run and this game will end. But first off, Tim Marquette out in front on that swing, strike one. The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. The 1-1 is a foul ball. With a 1-2 count, Colleen looking to get the payoff pitch. He's out in front, and he does get the payoff pitch, as that'll be the first out of this inning. A strikeout from Tim Marquette. Braden Meyerholtz up to bat. He had a single his last time up, 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch to Meyerholtz is high for a ball. This one fouled off behind. That one's low for a ball. So Colleen will step off and take a breath. Umpire having a discussion with the Wynford bench. Potentially discussing a substitution of sorts. Oh, discussing the count. So the count on the scoreboard here at the Shelby Whippets Athletic Complex had 1-1 listed. The correct count was 2-1, so Wynford was correcting that with the home plate umpire. So we'll begin again with 2-1, 1 out, and nobody on. So Meyerholtz, the 9 hitter, if he's able to get on. We will see the top of the order that's hitting very, very well so far. And the 2-2 is low, so we're back at a full count to Meyerholtz. The 3-2 is low and in the dirt, so we'll have a walk. Meyerholtz over to first. This is going to bring up the top of the order. Cooper Schultz 2 for 3 on the day with the RBI and a walk. So now the runner representing the run rule on first. And only 1 out in the inning so far. Colleen will come out of the stretch. A big lead over at first, about 7 feet, 8 feet. The first pitch is high for a ball. Potentially a play being called by the third base coach. Throw down to first. It's not in time. The 1-0 is low for a ball. So the 2-0 count, we see that rocking motion of the runner over at first. This one's hit high but short to the right fielder. He's in foul territory and makes the catch for out number 2. It's going to bring up Mike Lalonde.
Next, number 7, Michael Lalonde.
Lalonde has a double, an RBI to his name. Otherwise 1 for 3 with a sacrifice bunt that moved both runners into scoring position last inning. This one is hit to the shortstop, who takes 2 steps in, collects it for the 3rd out of the inning. So Oak Harbor leading this one 9-0 over the Wynford Royals, as the Royals have one more opportunity to equalize or better.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No, no, no. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, yes, yes! Yes, that's it, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells?
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, as we're joining you live in the middle of a play. Shortstop tracking a very high hit ball from Grant McGuire in the first pitch of that at-bat. And the Royals are down to just 2 more outs in this ball game as they're trailing 9-0 underneath the Oak Harbor Rockets. It's going to bring up Dylan Robinson, another high hit ball. Fielder's tracking it, but this one will end up foul. So Dylan Robinson up to bat. He's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, and he swung right through that one for strike 2. So the payoff pitch that registered as a no pitch, as the umpire says that Lalonde did not come set. So a brief discussion between the pitcher and the umpire. Lalonde, I think, understandably frustrated as he's committed to a university with that motion now being called out in the OHSA tournament game. That one, strike 3 for out number 2. And so Sam Colleen, with 2 outs, will come up to bat. Colleen has grounded out to the shortstop in each of his first at-bats. First pitch to Colleen is in for a quick strike. 0-1. So this one is hit in between the first and second base gap. So that'll be a quick hit for Sam Colleen to keep this game alive. Drew Johnson up to bat. He's 0 for 2 so far. So Lalonde checks the runner, kicks and deals, hit to the first baseman. He's going to take it himself, and that is going to end this ball game as Oak Harbor wins this one over Wynford 9-0. It was a very one-sided game. The first inning, the Rockets established themselves with a 2-0 lead and never looked back. Continue to tack on those runs. We've got the MVP in the postgame show coming up next.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Get on the right track every Thursday with me, Hayden Gray, and the only place you can catch me is right here on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm Josh with Scout Construction, proud sponsor of local teams and athletes. Check out your favorite local sports right here on the OH Report.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report coming to you live here in Shelby, Ohio. Oak Harbor picking up the win over the Wynford Royals in this one. I'm with the Wendy's MVPs, Braden Boots and Michael Lalonde. Braden batted 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs on the day, and Lalonde pitched a complete game with 0 earned runs, 3 hits, and 5 strikeouts. Congrats, guys. So coming into this game, I mean, you won pretty handily. Is that something that you were expecting when you woke up this morning to pick up such a definitive win?
Well, obviously you don't want to underestimate anybody. So we were just coming in attacking early and trying to get ahead and stay ahead the whole game.
Awesome. And from a pitching front, you know, when you have such great hitters behind you, how does that kind of affect your approach? Do you kind of come up a little bit looser, or how do you approach that?
Well, I'm a lot more comfortable, obviously, when we get like a 2-0 lead early, and we just keep piling on. So I know if I give up 1 or 2, we're good because I have a little bit of room in my with my offense.
Awesome. Braden, you went 3 for 4 today. The only time you didn't record that hit was on that error in the first inning. Was there anything special for you today that you felt, or were you just trying to play your game today?
I was just trying to play my game, be aggressive early in the count, and just drive the ball.
Definitely, and such a special season for you guys so far. What's kind of been the keys or the secrets to the recipe that's really made it such a great season for you all?
We got a great group of guys. I mean, everyone just comes around each other. We mesh good together, so it's just we got good seniors to lead us, and we're just pushing through, just trying to make this run as long as we can.
What do you think, Braden?
I think we have that team chemistry. Like, we're close. We hang out all the time after practice and after games and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyone you guys want to shout out tonight? Your friends, family, schoolmates, anybody?
The whole team.
The whole team?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's about it.
All right. Well, Braden Bootsine and Michael Lalonde are Wendy's MVP players of the games. Thanks so much, guys, and congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get on the right track with me, Hayden Gray, as I pass you the baton for local track and field meets, results, impact teams, athlete profiles, and more every Thursday this spring.
Fickes Furniture in Jeromesville has always believed in selling quality furniture at an affordable price. Displaying all the latest styles and designs from top manufacturers such as Flex Steel, Bassett, Smith Brothers of Bern, and Mohawk Flooring. At Fickes Furniture, you're sure to find quality products that will help to make your house a home. Fickes Furniture, 63 North High Street in Jeromesville.
Bryce Coder with the OH Report, coming back to you live with the Jones Digital Print Center post-game show. The Oak Harbor Rockets picking up the win over the Wynford Royals 9-0. We'd like to take a second to thank our sponsors for allowing us to be live and free always. Bob and Bob Door Company, entry doors, storm doors, garage doors, and openers. Bob and Bob Doors has been providing fast, friendly, and reliable service for over 51 years. Wendy's restaurants, from our combos to our value menu. We're serving up fresh, never frozen beef, oven-baked bacon, hot and crispy fries, and the list goes on. Scout Construction Services, with more than a decade of business, you can trust Scout Construction with your roofing and siding needs. Call Scout Construction for more information at 419-989-7240. And Frito Lay. We are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. Rockets picking up this one with 13 hits and 9 runs in this game. Bucyrus only 3 hits and 2 walks. Wynford with the 3 hits and 2 walks so far. A one-sided one. We're going to have Crawford versus Seneca East live tomorrow at 5 p.m. at Galleon here on the OH Report. Winner of this game is going to be taking on the winner of this game is going to be taking on Milan Edison in the Shelby region final. Adam Thompson, our director, and Bryce Coder, we'd like to thank you. And And Jory Hollenbeck, our camera operator, we'd all like to thank you for joining us live and free. We will catch you tomorrow.